welcome to Warwatch. I'm Frost, joined here by Swiller. How we doing tonight, Swiller?
Doing pretty good, doing pretty good. Fried Potatoes, welcome in. I see you in the chat down there, AZ Toaster. Another good night. How about yourself there, Frost?
Doing fantastic. Quite an evening, quite a day, news-wise. A lot of stuff going on today. But personally, it's a really good day.
Nice.
Let's take a look and see who's piling in here. Of course, like you said, Swiller, we got our very own Fried Potatoes here in chat. Bobby's here. We got Shoshana. Hey, Shoshana, welcome in. Good to see you again. Buzz is here. Reagan's here. Bearded Observer's here. Hey, welcome in, Bearded. Good to see you. AZ Toaster, welcome in, friend. Let's see here. AZ Toaster sent in marshmallow.
Ooh.
Sent marshmallow. It's like marshmallow like fingers. That's cool. Thank you so much. Some of these I haven't seen before. They're pretty awesome. Is my mic sound okay? I feel like I'm really loud tonight.
You're a little loud, but compared to earlier, mucho better.
Yeah, Swiller and I were getting ready to go live here, and then I walked away to grab a glass of water, came back, and then my mic would like stop working, and then my mouse went to like a crawl speed. So gotta love technology. It's always right before we go live. So let me know. Buzz says I'm a little quiet here. Let me know in chat how we sound, because we're always plagued by technical difficulties, which is super crazy. AZ Toaster says sound good and loud. Shoshana says microphone is good. Thank you so much. Random Barbarian, hey, welcome in. Good to see you. Amy Hoon, hey, welcome in. All right. So let's see. Right before, let's put it up here. Tim Harkness says, congratulations, Warwatch Intel, on an amazing achievement. Over 18,000 subscribers. Awesome work. Tim's not just talking to me. He's talking to all of us, this whole community. We've all really come together, and 18,000. I remember when we were like 200, 300, 400, 500, and we were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we have 500 subscribers. Now we have 18,000. That just goes to show you that we have such an awesome community. Let me turn down. I have some comms in the background. It was just a test count. We have such an awesome community, and just a really great place to hang out no matter what you're into that we do here. We just keep some good people. So thank you for being such awesome people and coming to hang out with all of us. Swiller, what's going on in your world? What are you seeing today?
Oh, man. Well, you know what I'm seeing. You saw it. Pretty much everybody in this chat saw it. I'm sure the world saw it. And it's even mainstream news that a C-17 landed inside of Russia at Moscow. It turns out that the CIA director, John Ratcliffe, was in town for meetings. Interesting point of fact about this is that the Putin's schedule was rearranged for the meeting today, but we asked Ukraine not to hit through Thursday. So it sounds like we were expecting maybe 3 days of meetings or so. And it turns out it was about 6 hours of meetings. And then, everybody spotted the C-17 on the way in, but he flew out on a C-37, which is a Boeing 737. So
on a SAM flight, right?
On the SAM flight. So I don't think he was on the actual C-17. I think he was on a SAM flight that probably went in there transponder dark, or at a time just when nobody happened to pick it up for whatever reason.
Yeah. Super crazy that all panned out. Again, it was kind of weird that, like you said, he went in. We found out that it was him after he hit the ground, but he was only there for 3 to 6 hours. So did things not go good? Was he there to deliver a message? Was he there to deliver like a burner phone or a hotline? I don't know.
Right.
What do you guys think in chat? Swiller, what do you think? Why do you think Director Radcliffe from the CIA was in Moscow? That was, I think, his first time publicly there.
They proposed a peace plan to Zelensky yesterday or the day before.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a 3-point peace plan about basically freezing the lines where they're at, each side backing off, for a specified distance, creating a DMZ and ceasefire and all that good stuff. The DMZ would be administered by a third neutral country. Um, and it sounds like we went there possibly to negotiate that. Um, Other rumor I've heard on the street is that we went there to tell them, look, you need to quit giving X, Y, and Z to Iran, or we're going to start giving X, Y, and Z to Ukraine. And we decided to give that message in person. We'll see what happens.
Right. I am the Walrus says, just picking up the borscht. That's funny. Buzz said, I heard some stuff. This comes after some scuttlebutt about 2 or 3 days ago, maybe 3 or 4 days ago, actually, that Russian was amassing a new huge amount of troops that were going to head into Ukraine. And this also comes after threats that they made against the UK, because the UK, they said that they gave them a whole bunch of drones that was in part of their drone strike that we were talking about just a few days ago. The over 600 drones that struck way into Russia from Ukraine, and they said that the UK, the United Kingdom, gave them a lot of those drones, and we're going to hold them accountable as well. So was Ratcliffe there to be like, hey, we see what you're doing, don't do it? Or is this a further strike or plans against NATO? I mean, I don't know. I feel, not to overhype this, but I feel like this was a little bit different than what we normally see. Or maybe he was just delivering a gift. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say in chat. Just let us know what your theory is here, because there's been nothing confirmed. While we're doing that, a second part of the news that we saw today was Trump says the Navy cleared all the mines from the Strait of Hormuz, and Oman's reporting progress in the talks with Iran. This might be winding down. However, I do remember Trump saying that Oman needs to kind of stay out of everything going on right now and not to mess anything up. So interesting there. But again, tell me what you think about CIA Director Ratcliffe being over in Moscow today. Reagan says, this, in my honest opinion, was a direct message, not the usual channels. I can agree with that, because if you want a very direct message, you want to make a statement, and you need it to be a private message, that's going to be one mouth to someone's ear, and you can't let that get to other people, of course. Let's see. Amy Hoon says, in my honest opinion, AME, like Middle East? Go ahead and expand on that, Amy. Amy Hoon, who gave Ukraine the Patriot missiles? Oh, I see your second part of the message. I read those in the wrong order. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Yeah, it was a message of force. Yeah, that's another question. That's going to be our third topic tonight, is who gave Ukraine these Patriot missiles?
I have my theories.
Swirler, let us know your theory. I'd love to hear that as well.
From what I have seen, it sounds like it's Baltic, the coalition of the willing, the Baltic 8, somewhere between 50 and 100 interceptors, possibly, from what I've seen. All guesses, speculation, estimations. Nothing confirmed as of yet, but that's who it seems to be.
Yeah. While we're bouncing around and being squirrels tonight, I Am the Walrus brings up a good point and some more news here. Germany said that they were going to announce who was behind the drones in Leipzig, probably related to that, question mark. Yeah, so they found over in one of the airports, again, their third drone with explosives on it that was unexploded. And I don't know, things are, again, I don't like to beat the drums of war. I don't like to hype things up or overhype them, but things are getting really interesting and getting kind of spicy. So it's definitely time to pay attention. Not that we don't, but yeah, for your average person, it's time to pay a little bit more attention of what's going on. Jeanette's in here. Hey, Frost and Swiller. Hey, welcome in. Good to see you.
Welcome in, Jeanette. Great to see you.
Danny Hill 5703 says Ukraine and Iran are about to get wrapped up quickly. That was a direct talk. The next one will be to China, if not has already happened. Excellent theory. Excellent theory. Amy Hoon, spill the tea. I think maybe Poland, in my honest opinion, possibly.
That's my second guess.
Yeah, Poland would be a good guess.
But the last time that Ukraine hit Poland up, Poland told them that that they were unable to oblige because of the perceived threat from Russia. So they either changed their mind and gave them some, or I would say status quo. But
yeah.
I would say that's a good second option, secondary option, a good guess, however you want to say it there.
Yeah. Tutu Pay says morphing regions, some shocked. And Jeanette said, hey, Nebraska made the map. LOL. Yeah, Nebraska has been rotating through the map. Over on the right-hand side, just in case you weren't here for the announcement the other day, right now I have this on auto mode, but this is our new Warwatch intel.com/radar. So this is our new Warwatch radar, which you can access just by going to warwatchintel.com. And there's a link on the front page. And you can take it out of auto mode. This is pulling in information from ADSB, flight radar, all that fun stuff, and just pulling it into one source right now. It's only showing military flights and interesting flights, but the bot, Warbot, will pick stuff out as it sees fits. And the really interesting ones are usually in purple, like this B-52 here, just northeast of Little Rock, and this RC-135, call sign Cobra 29, over in Nebraska. So cool stuff. We'll switch over here and take a look and see what's going on in Europe and the Middle East. In Europe, we got another C-17. That's the Reach 454 flight, and then a KC-135 down by Israel right now. Jeanette says, Buzz, I lived in Nebraska, so I have to be. Reagan says another possibility, but it's out there. We are notifying Russia that we are going to crack open pickaxe. I like that theory. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have idle hands over the Middle East much longer from our side, from the United States side. That's for sure. Swiller, what else do you think, buddy? You got lots of information swirling around in your awesome brain.
Well, need to keep.
We're not going to hold you to it.
Need to keep an eye on a buildup over the next couple of months of Chinese naval forces. There already is a lot of Chinese naval forces on that side, but as we get towards the end of August and through September, we are getting through hurricane season, and once we are out of, or typhoon season, as they call it over on that side of the world, once they're out of typhoon season, that's going to be when, if in this year they choose to do it, that's going to be when China invades Taiwan. All signs are still pointing towards 2027. My gut has always said 2026, but I'm willing to concede it might be 2027. There hasn't been any major sightings of any major buildups of either military vessels or a large contingent of whatever vessels they would be using as an invasion force. But they don't necessarily need to load them from that east coast of China. They can load them elsewhere if they're going to be on a boat, for that long. If they utilize cruise ships, as some sources have suggested they're going to do, modify some cruise ships so that way they have quarters for everybody, and 5,000 people at a time, 5,000 soldiers at a time on a cruise ship, up to 10,000 soldiers at a time on a cruise ship with modified egress points. It can get pretty overwhelming pretty quickly for any place, let alone Taiwan.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what happens.
My overarching doomy concern here with what's going on with Russia, little bit of Ukraine and the Middle East and stuff is really battle lines that we already know about, like the BRICS countries versus like the Western world, of Russia and China kind of sticking their foot in the door and saying like, hey, you guys are done in Iran. Like, hey, no more. I don't know like if that's has any like standing or like basis, but that's just my overarching like doom theory of they're like, hey, we need Iran. Iran does a lot for oil for us. Our economy is based off things that we bring out of the ground. So I don't know. That's just my doom scenario. I don't like to hype up the doom or talk about it too much, but that's where I don't want to head, I guess.
Amy says, do you think they definitely will go after Taiwan? I'm concerned also about Japan. I think they will. I don't think it's a matter of if they go after Taiwan. I think it's a matter of when. They have said consistently that they will reunify Taiwan with mainland China by any means necessary if needed. So I see that happening. I see it being in a situation where, I mean, there's one of two ways it goes down, right? Way one is that they do their thing and they tell everybody else, if you contribute or assist America in defending Taiwan in any way, shape, or form, we will then attack you. And they hold off on like a first attack. Or the other way is they don't, and they press buttons and things go boom in Japan, and Amy's concerns are very valid. On the flip side of that, Danny Hill says that he hasn't been able to study up with work, but a wee man down in Taiwan. We have sold them and given them about everything that we possibly can to defend themselves. Whether or not we go to their aid, I think, and staying as unbiased as possible about this, is going to depend on who's sitting in the White House or who's controlling Congress at whatever time it happens. Is going to dictate our response.
And spoiler, real quick, tell us about aircraft carriers or strike carrier groups in that region. We're pretty running low in the Pacific now, right? We're a little not defenseless, but not able to do as much over there. Master Sergeant T, welcome in. Go ahead.
We had the George Washington, which is forward deployed to Yokosuka, Japan. We had that out in the South China Sea. We were doing drills with Japan and with the Philippines in the South China Sea and really getting under the skin of China. And then everything started happening on the Abraham Lincoln, and we decided to send GW to take the place of Abe. Abe's on its way back to Thailand right now for a port call. And it sounds like there's going to be a long-term port call. Like Abe might be there for a couple of weeks. So we'll have to see what happens with that. Being in Thailand does put them in a strategic place to get into the South China Sea quickly. But then you have to think of why they are there to begin with. They're there to begin with because they've been deployed for 9 months already. We already have seen the reports that the sailors are going stir crazy. Even if only half of the reports are true, even if only a quarter of the reports are true, sending people that are in that situation, sailors and Marines that are in that situation back into combat, might not be the most ready for the task, unfortunately. I think they're always ready for the task one way or the other, but executing and not making bad decisions just gets that much harder when there's that much potential fatigue.
Let's take a minute to talk about, or just a few seconds to highlight the topic of port call over in Thailand is going to be bananas.
Maybe quite literally, if you know what I mean.
Like some R&R, but then people are going to just unwind.
Yeah, that's
possibly for good reason. Been on the ship for quite a while. So there was some stuff we're also bouncing around tonight. So thanks for hanging out with us and bouncing around with us. Let's see. There was some people in chat that were talking about like, why would we tell Russia about what we're going to do, especially if this has anything to do with Pickaxe Mountain? I can understand that side. But also, if we look back into Ukraine, when Russia launched their first ballistic missile into Ukraine, they actually used our little red phone, and they let us know, like, hey, we're launching a ballistic missile. It's not going to be nuclear tipped, but letting you know we're launching it. It's not at you. It's at Ukraine. Like, let's not end the world tonight kind of conversation. Probably didn't go word for word like that, but that's maybe what we're doing, question mark. Maybe what we're doing back. We're letting them know, like, hey, we're going to do something in the Middle East or in Iran.
Hey,
here's the warning.
Maybe somebody used the HFGCS to place a Panda Express order, and we were just delivering the Panda Express order.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a whole bunch of orange chicken and fried rice heading over to some port call area. Who knows? Like, we don't know. For right now, it's fun to speculate, but a very interesting day indeed with what's going on. Another news story is Iran-linked hackers reportedly knocked out a small UK power plant, and Tehran's got petrol stations going dark. Then that goes with reports swirling. This one I found interesting because I couldn't find a really good source on this. Reports were swirling that a U.S. flag came down at the Moscow embassy, a U.S. Moscow embassy, that we pulled the U.S. flag down, unconfirmed. But we're watching that one closely. I wasn't sure if that's something that we would have done for Dolly Parton or if we just took down the flag completely. But I couldn't confirm this either way. So if anyone has actual confirmed sources, please let us know, because we try not to put BS out there for sure. Having said that, I do have some not great news. We had a Black Hawk that went down in Colorado with 4 on board. So not good news there. And then Texas has a wildfire that's still exploding through ranchland. But if anyone, I don't know of injuries or casualties on that Black Hawk, but thoughts and prayers and all the good thoughts to the families, and never want to see stuff like that happen, obviously. Swiller, 4 E6s over the continental United States today. Not unheard of. Little rare. I believe it was more like 5 that we heard on the radio checking in and checking out. One, I think, that went dark. But I'm not firm on that. Kat Miowski, hey, welcome in. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a long time. Kat runs a awesome channel over here on YouTube with cameras and great information. So welcome in, Kat. Good to see you. Shoshana says, up until now, the U.S. is the only country that has ever used nukes. Good possibility that the U.S. will do it again. Possibly. I would hope not. We've talked about that here in the channel a few times. I think, personally, when the next person uses even a tactical nuke, that might just give permission for other countries to do the same. I hope not. But I really do hope the nuclear option stays off the table for everybody, personally. Let's see. What do we have over the United States? Zooming out here. We still have that P-8 up by Washington and that B-52. And we have, the RC-135 Cobra 29 we're already talking about over Omaha right now. Let's see. Tim said there was 5. Thank you, Tim, for confirming. I was passively listening, passively watching and lurking from time to time. So thank you so much. Rhonda, hey, welcome in. Rhonda says, hi, everyone. Welcome in. Buzz says that sets a precedence we do not want. Yeah, so if, say, we possibly use, not saying we will, possibly use a nuclear tactical bunker buster, whatever special device in Iran, does that give the green light for Russia to say, like, hey, we can use one in Kyiv or Donetsk or whatever, like, let's just hope that doesn't happen. I, for one, do not want to see a nuclear Iran as far as nuclear weapons, of course, being one of the largest sponsors of terror. But I definitely don't want to see us hopefully having to nuke them to not let them have a nuke. I don't know. That gets into a really complicated problem and question. Let's see. We talked about the E6s. We talked about the CIA, Ratcliffe, the director of the CIA, rather. Let's see here. Looking through other stories for today. Oh, there was a claim going around that there was a motorcade with American plates rolling around through Moscow. I wasn't sure if that was our CIA director over there or if that was somebody else. That was being reported in a few different places. Yeah, what are you guys tracking today? We've also heard today on the channel, without going into the details, because I can't pull it up at the moment for some reason, it was reported that the crude oil for the United States was running really low, like 45-day supply, question mark. This is just at the top of my head, but also fuel and oil in Iran and money was having a hard time because that's what the United States, us, was trying to do over there. We're trying to have a disrupt the economy over there, which is possibly having a super success. We got a C-130J Super Hercules call sign Goonie 48 over Arkansas right now. And then we have a KC-135 call sign Dolly. Where'd that go to? Let's see. Yeah, Dolly 91 at KC-135 heading east. Again, call sign Dolly 91. The hex code on that, if you're tracking at home, is Alpha Echo 15 Foxtrot. Amy Hoon asks, would the CIA director work with releasing prisoners? That could be. That could be just another prisoner exchange. And that could totally be it today. That may be the reason for the SAM flight home, but bringing the cargo over there as well. Maybe it was a prisoner exchange. That's a great point. Thank you. Sergeant T says, Master Sergeant C says, Mount Weather has been pretty active today. Thank you, T. Failsafe 161 says, oh, Dolly. Yeah, we didn't talk about that, but Dolly Parton has passed away today at the age of 80. And so rest in peace, Dolly Parton.
Speaking of Dolly,
Mm-hmm.
a coincidence with her passing is that the next named storm in the Atlantic is going to be Dolly.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
My goodness. Fried Potatoes in chat says, yes, all flags are to be lowered tonight for 1 week. Yeah, Trump put that out today, right? Dolly Parton was huge, part of really who we are and all things great in America. What a talented musician and just person in general. Shoshana in chat says, according to Jewish prophecies, the war of Gog and Magog will start on the Jewish holiday Hoshana Rabbah. I'm probably butchering that. I apologize. Which falls this year on October 2nd. Let's keep our heads on a swivel on this date. So October 2nd. Thank you, Shoshana. Kat Miowski, I heard it was about warning of some kind to Russia. Not if I buy it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to all the chatters. And again, a real quick shout out, just in case you joined here recently, this live stream or the channel, we have hit 18,000 subscribers here on YouTube. So super, super huge thank you and congratulations, everyone. Like, this isn't just for me. This isn't for Swiller. The 18,000 subscribers is really a testament to how amazing of a community we have and just like how awesome this place is. We get to come in here and talk about flights, food, intel, breaking news. We just get to share whatever your hobby is. We get to share it right here. Catching up with our friends over on TikTok. Let's see. We have Miss Captain Jack Sparrow. Hey, haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. We have Phoebe over here. Phoebe says a U-28 doing orbits near Fort Bragg. Hey, thank you. Nice spot. And Miss Captain Jack Sparrow, are you guys on YouTube right now? Also, I don't see any comments here on TikTok. Yes, we're on X right now and YouTube and TikTok. Swiller, back to you, sir. What else is happening, buddy?
Frost, check your Discord DM and reply to me. And while you're doing that, speaking of new people and TikTok and all that kind of good stuff, welcome if you are new around here. If you are new around here and you like what you see, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It is free to subscribe on YouTube. We offer a 24/7 live stream. Plus, we go live from time to time, just like we are right now, Frost and myself, bringing news, information to you, hanging out, checking flights, just checking things out. And we'd love for you to join us. To do that, you're going to want to hit that bell notification icon after you do subscribe. While you're in here tonight, make sure you smash the like button and share the stream on your social medias, your Twitters, your Facebooks, whatever you have. Put us out there to your friends, your family, your like-minded people. Let the world know that let the world know that you are Warwatch Intel.
Yeah, good point, Swiller. So again, for anyone new here, I'm Frost. Usually has the names up here. The person below me is Swiller, but we are Warwatch Intel. I'm Warwatch Intel. You're Warwatch Intel. We are all Warwatch Intel. This is a community. And Fry's not up here to talk about it at the moment. Swiller, can you kind of tell us about our new adventure that's over on YouTube and TikTok now? And then I'll kind of get into the where our path is headed, where we're flying to next.
I'll do my best. If Fried was up here with us, she'd be cracking the whip on me to do this right. So I'm going to try my best. But Fried, I know you're watching, so I apologize ahead of time. Feel free to smash that link, though, and get on up here and tell some folks if you want to. But in the meantime, it's Warwatch Declassified. There's also a few more new channels coming that'll have the Warwatch moniker, but we're going to be deep diving into some really just crazy things, man. The stuff she was telling us about last night.
It's one of my favorite topics.
Yeah, that operation that she mentioned. I don't want to have any spoilers from the upcoming videos, but I'll just say that particular operation that she mentioned happening in Southeast Asia was pretty amazing to hear how that went down. And gives me hope that hopefully in current situations we can take a little bit of that courage, a little bit of that muster, a little bit of that grit, a little bit of that determination, and maybe a little bit of that firepower and apply it to today, man.
Yeah, right.
But keep your eye out for some new content, some new features coming your way from all things Warwatch Intel and Warwatch Declassified, and maybe even Warwatch Armory. What else we got? Warwatch Arcade.
So let me touch on that real quick. So a few things. I'm actually talking with some people at YouTube, and some of their advice was get laser focused on the things that you do. And if you like the other things and you kind of dabble in them, start a different channel for those so the algorithm kind of can keep you focused. So what we're doing right now, and this is separate from the conversation that Swiller was talking about, but kind of similar too. If we're going to be talking about firearms, we now have a channel for Warwatch Armory, right? Sometimes at night when I sit down and I want to play some video games, but also chat with the community and maybe not play games alone or play with other people or whatever, but I want to stream it. I don't really want to interrupt people here at Warwatch Intel. I'm going to stream that over on Warwatch Arcade. If you go to the website at warwatchintel.com or our YouTube homepage, you'll see the links to all this great stuff right there. So we have Warwatch Declassified, we have Warwatch Arcade, we have Warwatch Armory, and of course we have our home parent channel here, Warwatch Intel. And again, we're also streaming over on X and TikTok, but we're trying to move forward and kind of branch off into all of these other opportunities. We have a new exciting one. I can't even tease yet, but we have a new announcement coming up that's going to be pretty huge as well. Speaking of announcements, Swiller, we have a huge birthday today. Do you want to announce it, or do you want me to?
Well, I mean, I guess I can.
You go right ahead.
Normally, she's here with us. Normally, it's the Three Musketeers up here. But tonight, I was going to say that Miss Fried Potatoes was on assignment when we first came in here, but then I saw her in the chat, so that kind of blew that. So,
right.
Everybody, while you're in chat, wish Miss Fried Potatoes a happy birthday, if you would.
Yeah. If we could get like happy birthday or happy birthday Fried here, just like spam the chat for Fried. She's so awesome. She does a lot for us. She does a lot off the stream of just like support and like making sure we're doing stuff and happy and paperwork and management stuff. So thank you so much, Fried. You do a lot for us here at Warwatch Intel, and we truly couldn't do it without you. So thank you so much, Fried. You are awesome.
Yep, and I think Reagan nailed it. He's well trained, just like I am. 25th birthday. 25th birthday. There we go. Good job, Reagan.
Happy birthday, Fried. Lisa V says fried taters. Pumping the arm. Jeanette Crockett says happy returns of the day. Awesome. AZ Toaster sent in an MVP. Thank you so much for the support, and that's most likely for Fry's birthday. So happy birthday. Tim Harkness says happy birthday, young lady. Happy birthday, Fried, from Laura. Fried says I'm on assignment eating cake. Thank you, everyone.
Hell yeah. As long as it's not carrot cake, it's an acceptable mission.
Right? The birthdays are a pretty big deal around here, so we like to play them up. And Fried, you're definitely worth it. Thank you so much. Stephanie, hey, welcome back. Stephanie says happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Fried. Happy birthday to you.
Damn it, you just got us a strike.
Oh, dang it. Oh, well, that one's worth it.
Agreed.
Failsafes 161 says happy birthday. Let's see here. A few people in chat are reporting this E3. Where did this take off from? This took off from, looks like, Tinker, and is down by Cuba.
Huh.
It looks like it possibly went down around the Cayman Islands, just west of Jamaica. Currently pointed northeast. Amy Hoon, $10 super chat. My goodness. Amy Hoon says, happy birthday, Fried. She really wanted to get out there. Oh my gosh, Amy, thank you so much. And I'm saying thank you from Fried right now since she's not up here, but I know she's in chat. Holy smokes, guys. Thank you so much. While we're watching this E3, our last big news of the night, tentatively, depending on everyone's schedules, we're possibly looking at Saturday evening this week. If not, we might have to push it out a little bit. But I would like to have a community fun night here on YouTube, maybe Discord. More information to follow. We're going to do some giveaways and just really have a nice fun night. I mean, if something huge isn't going down, obviously, right? We're going to cover that first. But if the night is quiet, said the keyword, we are going to just have a community fun night. I'm not sure what we're going to do. We'll play some poker in Discord or play some on-stream like fun games and chat and have a great night and do some giveaways and shout out some more Recon Crew people. But yeah, super great night. And wow, Fried's birthday. We hit 18,000 subscribers on YouTube. Super awesome day. And we got to see the CIA director fly into Moscow. You don't see that every day. It was pretty early this morning, and I got a message from Swiller going, hey, there's an interesting flight heading directly into Moscow. So that's how I started my day. So good spot there, Swiller.
I like the paraphrasing. You're good.
Yeah. Interesting flight. Let's see here. Perfect. Giveaways are awesome. Tim Harkness says, Stephanie, I'm a nurse. You never say the Q word. I know. You should never say that. I was a patient in the ER in the middle of the night one time, and I said, guys, it's like, am I the only one in here? It's pretty quiet. And they're all like, we don't say the Q word, especially this late at night. Fried Potato says, Amy cheats at poker. And Master Sergeant T says, happy birthday, Tater. I'm going to start calling you Tater. I like that.
I like it.
I like that too. Well, folks, we are going to get the 24/7 stream back up and running. We're going to keep an eye on this E3 right here, just west of Cuba. And yeah, we'll meet you guys over there. Keep on chatting over there. Have a great day. Again, super awesome job, everyone, on the 18,000 subscribers. Our community is growing, and Swiller, it's great being live again.
Hell yeah.
With everyone. This is super fantastic. Thank you for joining me up here tonight. I know Fried would be here, but she's got too many cake activities and birthday celebration stuff going on. So thanks for being here and chat with us, Fried. I super appreciate it. And thank you to all of you for being so amazing and hanging out with us as well and putting up with us. And thank you to all of our mods who make this place friendly, clean, and kind. You guys are so awesome, and you're so welcoming. Our mods, someone new comes in, and our mods are here like, hey, welcome in. This is how it's going. Oh, we're getting an EAM. We'll pause real quick. We stop for all EAMs. Okay, so the call sign there was encourage, it sounded like. I'm usually really bad at hearing those. I need to crank up my headphones to be able to hear them sometimes. Normally, we can't decode those EAMs, but Warbot decoded that one for me, and it was saying, happy birthday, Fried. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what the EAM said. Yeah. Reagan says that was encourage on the call sign. Thank you so much. Kat Miowski was asking, let's see, where was the question here? Can you tell us what we heard just now? That was an emergency action message that's sent out usually by the U.S. military on a system called the HFGCS. It's kind of like shortwave radio, kind of like the same kind of spectrum where ham radio people talk on. And this is usually meant for nuclear command and control kind of stuff. Very important. Moving troops, equipment, possibly. The actual intentions of the message, only the person will know is the recipient. So we can only guess and try to correlate with other things happening in the world. But again, that's just for fun. And like Swiller said earlier, this could be somebody's Panda Express order or something. We surely don't know. Or Fry's birthday. We always have fun guessing.
Speaking of food, and I'm not going to go the direction you think with this.
Okay.
Speaking of food, as of 3 hours ago, if y'all believe in the Pentagon pizza report, the pizza restaurants around the Pentagon are flying right now. And the other thing that they watch are some local bars, like broke-wristed kind of, you know what I mean? Rainbow bars. There we go. Rainbow bars. They watch local rainbow bars around the Pentagon as well. And when pizza traffic is up and rainbow bar traffic is down, that means that something is afoot. It could be training, exercises. It could be something real. So keep your eyes open throughout the overnight tonight, and something might be going on. We also with all the things going on with power stations and water systems and all that, there might be something behind the scenes that we can't see that is requiring the Pentagon to be there. So keep your eyes on a swivel, keep your ears open, and stay vigilant out there tonight.
Right now I've got, it's PIZZINT. So pizzint.watch is the website. Some people think it's just for fun. Some people take it pretty serious right now. So what this does is it takes a look at all the YouTube analysis, not YouTube, I'm sorry, Google analysis. So if you were to look at one of these pizza places, it's going to tell you how many phones are there, or how many people are in that area right now compared to normal. And it's going to tell you like how busy it is. So these people are putting together all of the analysis of all the pizza places and other places in the area, letting you know how busy it is and how many orders they're getting and stuff like that. So these are the ones closest to the Pentagon and places like that. So the correlation could be that when they get pretty busy, no one can leave their desk, right? And they're just going to order in pizza, which they got to switch it up and get some salads and stuff too, right?
Right.
They got to keep the warrior ethos up and going. And if we're eating too much pizza, we can't be warriors. So maybe some steak and potatoes, maybe next. I don't know.
Yeah. I agree.
Reagan says, I use the ticker at the top, Pizza Watch, since I don't have X. Say the way says, I want pizza now. And Fried Potato says, the more you know. Anyways, it's been a pretty active day. So again, everyone, maybe take a little extra watch the next few days of not just here on the stream, but what's going on in the world. And we'll definitely keep you up to date here. And trust me, we will be live to you if stuff really hits the fan. So we'll be putting out those notices, those alerts, and be live to you. Swiller, that's all I've got for tonight. We're at 53 minutes. We did a good job keeping it under an hour tonight. Thank you for everyone who hung out with us tonight. And again, mods, chatters, recon crew, we couldn't do it without your support. Thank you to all the super chatters. And Amy, thank you so much for your super chat tonight. And Swiller, take us on out of here, buddy.
Right on. Well, hey, thank you all for being here. Appreciate everybody's time and joining us tonight. If you haven't had a chance to hit that like button, please hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe here on the YouTube. Again, we offer 24-hour a day, 7-day a week, 365-day a year for the most part. Live stream that Frost has done a great job putting together for us. Appreciate you, Frost, for giving us Warwatch intel. Great place to hang out and a great live tonight to join you with. As always, he is Frost. I am Swiller. You are Warwatch Intel, and we are out. See ya.
Have a great night. See ya. And happy